Welcome to State Television Campaign in Western Armenia broadcast for today. France does not forget anything and will not concede anything. The French ambassador about the right of return of Arcakh residents. Mher's door, false history in reality. Gevorg Nersisyan. Oil production areas in Baku are hidden behind walls. Philippe de Villiers interview in CNews about Armenia. Armenian heritage of cars. Another scandal in Baku. Pallone left Baku for his own safety. The premiere of the film dedicated to Charles Aznavour in Yerevan. In 2023, on 17 November, the International Court of Justice confirmed the right of Armenians who were forced to leave Arcakh to return to their homes. 1 year later, this order to Azerbaijan remains unfulfilled. French Ambassador to Armenia Olivier de Cotigny, in the Armenian language, wrote about this on his X page. France does not forget anything and will not concede anything, neither in terms of their right to return nor in the protection of cultural and religious heritage, he added. Mher's door is actually one of the distorted interpretations of the Armenian mythology. It is a distorted form of the phrase Mher's door, where Mher is the symbol of Armenian sun worship. Mher's door represents the sacred Mher, where Haykazun Kurms kept the fire burning, an important symbol of sun worship. Films made by modern technologies have a great impact on the public, promoting the spread of such stories. However, it is important to realize the reality and differentiate the historical facts and the fairy tales. Oil production areas are hidden in Baku for COP29. The situation in Baku is worse than the authorities of Baku try to show. While the central streets of Baku are green, people near the oil rigs live in damp houses contaminated with fuel oil under the threat of strong odors and diseases. On the eve of the UN Climate Summit, the oil areas of Zabrat Road were hidden with walls as part of the improvement works in Baku. Reports made on TV. Baku, whose economy depends on oil, is trying to present its ambition in terms of green policy. There is no sewage system in the Zabrat 6 mine. The rain fills the houses with fuel oil. Residents have heard promises to move out of their area for years, but no decisions have been made. The Ministry of Ecology of Baku reports that about 1,000 hectares of land in Absheron is contaminated with oil, and practical steps have not yet been taken to solve the problem. Philippe de Villiers spoke on the French CNews TV channel about the issues of Armenia and Arcakh, emphasizing the crisis situation created in the region. During the conversation, Charles Aznavour's famous song "They Fell" was played, which according to Villiers was appropriate for the topic. He noted that this song immortalizes the victims of the 1915 genocide against the Armenians and at the same time expresses the current problems related to the politics of Baku. De Villiers strongly criticized the COP29 climate conference organized in Baku, calling it an absolute scandal. He recalled that the Ministry of Ecological Transition of France and Pierre Yunache and President Emmanuel Macron boycotted the event, expressing their position against the policy of Baku. Philippe de Villiers strongly criticized the leaders of the European Union, particularly Charles Michel and Ursula von der Leyen. He emphasized that in 2022, Ursula von der Leyen personally visited Baku and signed a gas agreement with Baku. He also pointed out that European countries reject Russian gas, but use Azerbaijani gas, which is often simply resold Russian gas. He added that Armenia is one of the first Christian countries that adopted Christianity as the state religion in the 4th century. He recalled his visit to Armenia and told how he planted a tree there, symbolizing it as a personal connection and brotherly partnership. He mentioned that the cultural heritage of Armenia is the heart of all humanity. Kars is one of the Armenian cultural and spiritual centers and has preserved a number of historical monuments that testify to the Armenian roots of the region. Among them, the two important structures that are neglected, the Armenian church of the 10th century and the Kars Canal. The Kars Canal, which was built in the medieval period, played an important role in the economic development and agriculture of the city. The canal was the main means of water supply and irrigation, which contributed to the improvement of the living conditions of the population. It is necessary not to preserve these monuments, but also to draw attention to their Armenian roots, preventing counterfeiting and the risk of loss of cultural heritage. Frank Pallone, who is included in the delegation of the U.S. congressman and who is known for raising the outstanding truths related to Arcakh and the Republic of Armenia, has become a target in Azerbaijan. For several days, he was actually harassed by the Azerbaijani official media, as well as representatives of the official public structures. The latter was subjected to pressure and insults. As a result, Pallone left Baku for his own safety. The telegram post of Tatevik Hayrapetyan, a former member of the delegation of Eastern Armenia, to the page Azerbaijani experts report about this. The premiere of the film dedicated to Charles Aznavour will take place in Yerevan. On 17 November, the premiere of the film Monsieur Aznavour took place in Armenia, dedicated to the world-famous chansonnier Charles Aznavour. The main actor Tahan Rahim arrived in Armenia. Charles Aznavour's daughter Katya Aznavour, her husband Jean Rashid Kalush, who is one of the film producers, director Mehdi Idir, producers Eric and Nicola Altmaier, and other guests were also part of the special delegation. Dear viewers, this was all for today. I wish you a good day. Goodbye.